We're starting off strong today with the Rhodes Scholarship, and this scholarship will pay for your full tuition and give you a monthly stipend of £1,700 to study at Oxford University. Now, if you want to check whether you're eligible for this scholarship, simply go to the website, and of course, as always, I'll be putting the links to the website in the description. So simply go there. You'd have to put out your country and see before you can see the rest of the eligibility criteria. So you have to have been resident in your country, and at least for 5 of the last 10 years you have to be resident in one or more of the countries, because every country is I put in buckets. So for instance, Nigeria is in the West Africa constituency. So if you want to apply for the scholarship, you should have been resident in one of the countries that were listed out of West Africa in 5 out of the last 10 years. Now, there's also an age criteria at the upper bracket. The upper limit is 27 years, and if you are 27 years of age before the 1st of October 2026, then you should have completed your first degree on 1st of October 2025 or after 1st of October 2025. So please, look at all of this before you start applying. And of course, they are typically targeting those that have a first class degree. So if you have a first class degree, this scholarship is waiting for you. The next thing that you will need to do is to confirm the eligible courses for this for this scholarship. So I'll just go to the application overview just a bit. Now, the number of courses, of course, that are offered at Oxford University. So it would be nice to check all of those courses, and also double check that they are going to be funded by the scholarship. Next thing will be to start preparing your application. So you will require, your academic statement, you will require your personal statement, you require some reference letters, and there would have to be a social engagement, sort of like a coffee chat with someone in the application committee, and then you would have your final interview. And if you get chosen for the scholarship, then congratulations. Next scholarship on our radar today is the Schwarzman scholarship that is obtainable in China. It's sort of like a global leadership scholarship. If you're chosen for this scholarship, you'll be sponsored to study at one of Asia's most prestigious universities, to be honest. Every year, new class is selected. The goal of the scholarship is to give insight into China, sort of like, you know, put China in part of the global conversations in the world. Um, So they're selected from an international pool of distinguished candidates who are outstanding with leadership qualities. Leadership is a big deal for the Schwarzman scholars. So to be eligible, you must have an undergraduate degree. They're looking for applicants who are currently enrolled in undergraduate degree programs, but are on track to graduate before August 1st of the enrollment year. So they're looking for people that are typically maybe in their final years currently, and are on track to graduate before August, right? And there are no requirements for any specific field of study. So if you feel like you have the right leadership potential, you can definitely apply for this freshman scholars program. Next, candidates must be at least 18, but they shouldn't be up to 29 by the time the enrollment, that's August 2027. You have to be less than 29 by that time, and then you should be proficient in English language. So those are the only, eligibility criteria. So it's pretty fair. All that you now have to do is put up a tight application. Now, At the time of recording this video, there are 14 days to the application closing. The deadline is September 9th, 2026, and the program is due to begin in August 2027. Now, what does the selection process look like? For interested candidates, they obviously have to participate in a rigorous and thorough selection process to identify the most promising leaders, young leaders from all around the world. Now, you have to do the online application. This is completed electronically and it's done in English. And then the supporting documents that you will need is your resume, your essays. You'd have to write two essays for this scholarship. There are two required essays, as you can see here. A leadership essay of 750 words and a statement of purpose of 500 words. These essays as critical, and designed to help selection committee get to know you better. Now, you'd also need to submit your transcripts. You're required to scan and upload official transcripts. And then you would need three letters of recommendation and a video introduction of yourself, no more than 1 minute. Now, the application will be reviewed by a committee that is set up by this trust. And then, if you're successful, you will be getting that offer. It is important to know that this scholarship is for only one master's program, which is Masters in Global Affairs at this university. Now, there's no other fees, associated. There's no fees associated with application, so there's no application fees. All of your interview expenses, an economy class ticket, train travel, group meals, whatever will be covered by the scholarship. And of course, the expense for those that are successful are fully covered by the program. This includes your tuition, your fees, your room, your board, which is like your accommodation, your travels to Beijing for your study, in country tours, course, books, supplies, a laptop, health insurance, personal stipend are all covered by the scholarship. So if you're interested in a master's in global affairs, this is an amazing opportunity for you to, get on board with.